Hello everyone, it's Monster Review Girl, and welcome to my official monster showcase. In this series within the channel, I'm going to be talking about monsters that are official and were created by Kenku Cross, author of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. Now, today we're going to be doing a subspecies, which is going to be interesting without discussing the main species first. We're going to be talking about the Apophis. Apophis are members of the Lamia family and are reptile-type monsters. Lamias, if you don't know what those are, I think you've been living under a rock a little too long. Mia from Monster Musume is a Lamia. I don't really like that show, but it's good to use as an example because a lot of people are familiar with it. Why I don't like it we'll go into in another video. They tend to be dark in coloration, purple in the scales, a lighter purple in the body. The picture on the wiki gives the girl purple to red gradient hair and basically substitutes jewelry for clothing, hence they are said to carry the power of the nether realm within themselves. I'm not entirely certain what that means, but given that their bite has a monsterification effect that turns the person into a Lamia, I'm going to assume that means they are so chock full of demonic energy that they can basically do whatever. How that venom affects the person occurs in 3 different ways depending on what they are. If they're a monster, they will proceed to then jump on the nearest guy, regardless of their normal personality. If it's a human woman, she'll be reborn as a Lamia, the Apophis' loyal servant. And in the case where a human man gets bitten, he'll change into an incubus. The Apophi generally use this venom to subdue pharaohs, a monster I'll go into in another video, and place them under their command without killing them. Corrupted by the venom, the pharaohs will forget about affairs of state and seek out husbands, secluding themselves with them indefinitely. In that manner, an Apophis becomes the ruler of the realm. The entire region around the ruin that were the kingdom of the pharaoh will shape into a dark demon realm of everlasting night where the sun never rises. Now, when I say secluding themselves indefinitely and forgetting all about the affairs of state, that's a little bit of the hyperbole that this book sometimes gets into, like borderline Pokedex hyperbole. They do come out and do stuff. They do assist in governance. They do assist in ruling things. Just a lot of their time is devoted to their husband. It's like the expression giving all one's time to reading. If an Apophis should find a man who strikes their personal fancy, they basically go, this is mine now. And that's basically going to be the focus of their life. If they haven't found a pharaoh to take over, to usurp, that's gonna kind of go by the wayside. We know next to nothing about the god that made them oppose the pharaohs, or who even made them in the first place. Now, I suppose this is the point where I should be talking about where the mythology of this creature comes from. Like, this creature did not come out of nowhere. So the Apophis is based off of the ancient Egyptian deity Apep, also known as Apophis. Apophis was represented as an evil demonic serpent and the embodiment of chaos. According to mythology, the sun god Ra had to battle Apep every night as he traveled through the underworld. If Ra were to lose, Apep would devour him and the sun would never rise again. Now, just hearing that, I can already see the similarities between the girl and her inspiration. The fact where they are constantly in conflict with the pharaohs, and if they should ever win, the land the pharaoh ruled would drop into eternal night. I'm seeing a lot of the parallels, and I'm finding them a really interesting interpretation of the mythos. All in all, while they aren't a monster I want to meet ever, for the sake of my own health, from the perspective of somebody who's kind of into the natural sciences, they are superbly interesting. Monster biology may get its own video because of how markedly different it is from everything else. Next video is going to be on the homebrew creature, the Necromata, who appears to be sort of a cross between a zombie and the automata. I'll talk about that more in the video. Our next official monster video is gonna be the black harpy, a subspecies of harpy. This has been Monster Review Girl signing off. Have a wonderful evening. Like if you've enjoyed this content, subscribe for more Monster Girl Encyclopedia related content. Have a wonderful evening.